Hey, this is a TRX workout to build functional strength and lean muscle. It's a full body workout and we're going to be using muscle-centric technique with our mind-muscle connection, okay? Slow, controlled exercise movements. It's going to have sets of about 2 to 3 sets and rep ranges from about 6 to 12 depending on the exercise. We're going to use 2-second tempos, which means down for 2, up for 2, 2-second really hard squeeze hold at the top. I'll do my best to give you tips and advice as we go along so you can do it with me. And we'll do a quick warm up at the start and a quick stretch and cool down routine at the end to finish strong. Right, let's get into it with a quick warm up. So just start side to side. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. And then just side to side like this. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. And then just roll your arms and kick your heels back. Start small and then gradually just get a little bit bigger and bigger with the circles. That's it. And then the other way, so knees up, start small, gradually get your arms bigger. Just warming up the hips and the shoulder girdle area. That's it. And now just a little jog on the spot, arms by side, and just rotate out like this, just to warm up those rotator cuffs. Really common injury. That's it. That's nice little pump and jogs. And then put your arms up like this and rotate upwards. Different plane. That's it. And then arms out to the front and out to the side, out to the front, out to the side. Got my mat all creasing up here. Out to the front, out to the side. That's it. Just nice and loose, nice and relaxed. Just keep it going. Good. Okay. Now, I'm going to do something that looks a bit funny, but it's really good for warming up the shoulder girdle. I want you to lean forward a bit like this. So you like that. Nice straight back. And I want you to drive your hands up, squeeze your back and above your head. And back down like this. That's it. Squeeze the back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Really squeeze the back as you bring your arms up. 10. Good. And now up for shrugs. So arms straight and just shrug up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. Now just jog on the spot and just forward punches like this. Straight punches. Doesn't matter how silly you look. You can't look as silly as me. Straight punches, just little jogging. That's it. And then I want you to do a speedball. So just like this. That's it. Just as if you're hitting a speedball. Really warming up the shoulder girdle area because it's where the most common injuries happen. And then just uppercuts, rolling uppercuts. So just roll your shoulders forward, jogging on the spot, and just uppercut. Doesn't matter how silly you look. That's it, keep jogging. Just arms, stretch. So short, stretch, short, stretch, short, stretch, short, stretch. And above your head, like this. Keep jogging, nice and loose. That's it. That's it. All right, now we're just going to warm up the legs. Just put the mat back. So to start off with warming up the legs, I want you just to kick forward, kick back. 2, 3, 4. It's really good for the hip area, this. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Next leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now this one, see if you can find somewhere to hold. And you're just going to bring your leg across and back. Cross and back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Same with this leg. A little bit awkward for me to hold, but 1. That's it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good stuff. Really simple now. Just squats. So just down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great stuff. All right, we're ready to get started. We're going to do pistol squats into reverse lunges. It's called a superset, okay? So what you do is, we're going to do a pistol squat, which looks like this. Okay, we're going to do about 6 to 8 reps of that. Then we go straight into a reverse lunge, which looks like that. Okay, and again, about 6 to 8 reps of that. As you're going down on pistol squats, we want to try and put the emphasis a bit more on the quads, all right? So we're going to do a hamstring exercise after. So, as you're going down, lean forward a bit, leg forward, drive down, and keep slightly leaning forward. So you're putting a bit of weight over that quad muscle here, okay? You don't need to go all the way down unless you're going from an advanced level, okay? It's all good just to go to about there where the leg is 90 degrees, come back up, super hard squeeze, okay? Same with the reverse lunges. Nice stretch and the leg back, really stretch out the leg and come back up, powerful squeeze at the top, all right? Now remember, it's 2, 2, 2, okay? 2 seconds down, 2 seconds up, 2 seconds squeeze at the top. Here we go, so we'll start on the right leg. All right, down for 1, 2, pause, back up for 1, 2, squeeze, 2, back down for 1, 2, pause, up for 1, 2, squeeze, that's 2, down for 1, 2, pause, up for 1, 2, squeeze that quad, excellent, that's 3, down for 1, 2, pause, up for 1, 2, squeeze, that's 4, down for 1, 2, pause, up for 1, 2, squeeze, that's 5, come on, 3 more, down for 1, 2, pause, up for 1, 2, squeeze, that's 6, 2 more, down for 1, 2, pause, up for 1, 2, squeeze, good, last one, down for 1, 2, pause, up for 1, 2, squeeze, excellent. Slight reposition, straight into reverse lunges, here we go. Down for 1, 2, touch, and back up for 1, 2, squeeze, that's 1. Down for 1, 2, touch, back up for 1, 2, squeeze, that's 2. Back down for 1, 2, touch, back up for 1, 2, squeeze, that's 3. 3 more. Down for 1, 2, touch, up for 1, 2, squeeze, that's 4. Down for 1, 2, touch, up for 1, 2, squeeze, that's 5. Last one. Down for 1, 2, touch, up for 1, 2, squeeze. Excellent. Really good work. Now I'm just going to quickly rest, and as we're resting, I want you to stretch your quad. So do that. In through the nose, out through the mouth. We're going to do 2 sets on each leg. Excellent, that's enough stretching. Just catch our breath a bit, and then we're going to move on the left leg. And we'll do another one on the left, another one on the right, okay? Then we're going to move on to chest press, some back rows, curls, close press, hamstring curls, and isometric squeezes, all right? Okay, as I say, if you need to rest for longer, that's fine. Just pause the video. Otherwise, let's get into it. So, same principle. Remember, as we start, you always want to start by squeezing the quad. So squeeze the quad. Good. Just going to reposition a bit. Squeeze the quad. And down. 1, 2, pause. Up. 1, 2, squeeze. 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 That's 4. Down. 1, 2, pause. Up. 1, 2, squeeze. That's 5. Down. 1, 2, pause. Up. 1, 2, squeeze, that's 6. Down 1, 2, pause, up 1, 2, squeeze, that's 7. Last one. Down 1, 2, pause, up 1, 2, squeeze. Excellent, that's 8. All right, reverse lunge. Here we go. Down 1, 2, touch, up 1, 2, squeeze. Down 1, 2, touch, up 1, 2, squeeze. That's 2. Down 1, 2, touch, up 1, 2, squeeze. That's 3. Down 1, 2, touch, up 1, 2, squeeze. Down 1, 2, touch, up 1, 2, squeeze. That's 5. Last one. Down 1, 2, touch, up 1, 2, squeeze. Excellent. Really good. Same again. Just a nice little stretch. Into the nose, out through the mouth. Good work, guys. You should feel that burn in the quad, yeah? Feels great. Now remember, if you want to go an advanced level, you can go right to the floor. On these squats, put your bum all the way to the floor. But beginner, intermediate level, it's all good just to go that 90-degree plane with your leg, all right? Keeping the tension on the quad, that's the key thing. Don't rest, all right? It's no good if you go down to the bottom and drop and sit, because you lose the tension on the quad, all right? We lose the muscle growth. Muscle-centric technique is about isolating the muscle and trying to put as much of the load onto it and keep it under constant tension for as long as you can, because that's what leads to muscle growth and strength in the most optimal way, all right? Okay, here we go. So 2 more sets on each leg, all right? I keep moving this mat. It's a tiger mat. It is really, really good. Just on carpet, it slips around a bit, but on normal floor, it's awesome. There's a discount code below if you want to use it for this channel. Tiger mat. Okay, here we go. All right, we're gonna go maybe 6 reps for this one, okay? Because we're a bit more exhausted. Here we go. Down for 1, 2, pause. Up for 1, 2, squeeze. Down for 1, 2, pause. Up for 1, 2, squeeze. Down for 1, 2, pause. Up for 1, 2, squeeze. That's 3. Down for 1, 2, pause. Up for 1, 2, squeeze. That's 4. 2 more. Down for 1, 2, pause. Up for 1, 2, squeeze. 5. Last one. Down for 1, 2, pause. Up for 1, 2, squeeze. Really well done. All right, straight and reverse lunge. Here we go. Nice stretch back. Down for 1, 2, touch. Up for 1, 2, squeeze. Down for 1, 2, touch. Up for 1, 2, squeeze. Down for 1, 2, touch. Up for 1, 2, squeeze. Excellent. That's 3. 2 more. Down for 1, 2, touch. Up for 1, 2, squeeze. Down for 1. Last one. 2, touch. Up for 1, 2, squeeze. Super hard squeeze. Excellent. Whew. Should really feel that quad getting some burn. Stretch. Great stuff. Okay, quick breather. We'll move on to the next leg. Even though it's like, I don't know, about 8 degrees Celsius here in south of England and the window's open, I'm still sweating. This really gets, you know, a sweat up, this concentrated type of movement. If you're doing it in a warmer climate, I'm very jealous, and I bet you'll be sweating a lot. Okay, here we go again. Remember, squeeze the quad to start. We're going to do 6 of these and 5 reverse lunges. Let's go. Down for 1, 2, pause. Up for 1, 2, squeeze. Down for 1, 2, pause. Up for 1, 2, squeeze, down for 1, 2, pause, up for 1, 2, squeeze, that's 3, down for 1, 2, pause, up for 1, 2, squeeze, down for 1, 2, pause, up for 1, 2, squeeze, that's 5, last one, down for 1, 2, pause, up for 1, 2, squeeze. Excellent. All right, reverse lunge, here we go. Down for 1, 2, touch, up for 1, 2, squeeze, down for 1, 2, touch, up for 1, 2, squeeze, 2, down for 1, 2, touch, up for 1, 2, squeeze, that's 3, down for 1, 2, touch, up for 1, 2, squeeze, that's 4, last one, down for 1, 2, touch, up for 1, 2, squeeze super hard. Oh, great stuff. Whew. Into the stretch. That's it. Good. Just a little break, then we'll move on to chest press. Okay, chest press row is a little bit tricky when you're first getting started. In fact, even as you're getting an intermediate level, it takes a bit of getting used to. So with chest press, these straps, you want them quite a bit longer. You can see where I've put mine just because you want lots of movement. With the pistol squats, you can keep it nice and close. Now when you're doing these, what you want to do, let's just see if that's right level for me. You might get a bit of distortion because in fact I'll move the mic. It's really annoying when it gets hit. Okay. Yeah, that feels pretty good. Back there. So get comfortable. Remember, you don't need to go crazy, okay? It's all about slow, controlled, and squeeze. You know I'm all about the squeeze. That feels good. Okay, so when you go down on chest press, right, get that stretch like this. Oh yeah, nice stretch. And then come back up and bring your elbows together. Okay, try and make your elbows touch. You can see how my chest's like squeezing there, okay? So if I really squeeze it, try and bring the elbows together, get a super tight squeeze in the chest. That's what we want at the top, okay? Okie dokie. Just straighten this up a bit. There we go. All right, let's get into chest press. So, get yourself comfortable, take your time, find your position, yeah? All about quality of technique. Okay, now we're ready. I'm squeezing my chest here. I'm trying to make my elbows touch. Let's go down. 1, 2, pause and stretch, and back up. 1, 2, and squeeze. 1, 2. That's it. Back down. 1, 2, and back up. 1, 2, squeeze. That's 2. And back down for 1, 2, stretch. Back up for 1, 2, squeeze. That's 3. Look at my squeeze face, you got to beat it. Back down and stretch. And back up for 1, 2, squeeze. That's 4. Back down for 1, 2, stretch. Back up for 1, 2, squeeze. That's 5. Let's go for 8. Back down for 1, 2, stretch. Back up for 1, 2, squeeze. Good, that's 6. Back down for 1, 2, stretch. Back up for 1, 2, squeeze. Excellent. That's 7. Last one. Back down for 1, 2, stretch. Back up for 1, 2, squeeze. Excellent. Just slowly back down for me. Slowly back down. That's it. And get a nice little stretch. And then step up. Good. Keep hold of the handles. Just a short break. We'll do 3 sets. So we've got 2 more sets. All 8 reps. Okay, let's get back into it. Remember, if you need to take a bit longer rest, no problem. You just pause that vid and get back to it when you're ready. Here we go. Squeeze the chest. Back down. 1, 2, stretch. Back up for 1, 2, squeeze. Excellent. Back down for 1, 2, stretch. Back up for 1, 2, squeeze. Excellent. Back down for 1, 2, stretch. Back up for 1, 2, squeeze. That's 3. Back down for 1, 2, stretch. Back up for 1, 2, squeeze. That's 4. Good work. Back down for 1, 2, stretch. That's 5. Back up for 1, 2, squeeze. That's 6. Back down for 1, 2, stretch. Back up for 1, 2, squeeze. That's 7. Last one. Back down for 1, 2, stretch. Back up for 1, 2, squeeze. Excellent. Same again. Nice and slow back down with me. Resist the negative. Here we go. And into the stretch. That feels great. And then come back up. All right. Good. We've got one more set. Just going to straighten this up. Great work. There we go. Don't worry if you can't feel it, or you're feeling it in your shoulders, or you're feeling your triceps. That's totally normal. You will get to a point where you feel it more and more in your chest. Your triceps will match the strength and your technique will get better. It's all about that squeeze at the top, yeah? Bring the elbows together, squeeze the chest, all right? Here we go. When you're ready, okay, so squeeze the chest now and down. 1, 2, stretch. Back up for 1, 2, squeeze. Back down for 1, 2, stretch. Back up for 1, 2, squeeze. Excellent. Back down for 1, 2, and to stretch, drive your shoulder blades back. Pull them back and stretch. Good. And up for 1, 2, squeeze. That's 3. Back down for 1, 2, stretch. Back up for 1, 2, squeeze. That's 4. Halfway there. Back down for 1, 2, stretch. Back up for 1, 2, squeeze. That's 5. Back down for 1, 2, stretch. Back up for 1, 2, squeeze. That's 6. Excellent. Back down for 1, 2, stretch. Back up for 1, 2, squeeze. That's 7. Good squeeze. Last one. Back down for 1, 2, stretch. Back up for 1, 2, squeeze. Excellent work. Nice squeeze, and then back down slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, stretch. Good. All right, I just want you to give your chest just a little stretch by putting your hands behind your back and pulling them backwards, and just hold it there. Really stretch that chest out. We're just going to do a last stretch on each exercise now. Excellent, good. All right, you should feel that chest stretched and pumped up, okay? Whew, feels good. Now, to balance our body out, once we've done some pushing, we do some pulling. So now we're going to do some rows. We do low rows, okay? So we're going to drive our hands, lead with your elbows, your hands are just hooks. Drive your elbows down and back alongside your body, okay? Literally the hands are just hooks, all right? So grip it, drive the elbows back and down. In your mind, focus on that movement. Focus on your elbow, as if you're putting your eyes on your elbows, and drive them down and back, okay? And squeeze super hard. Really hit your lats. All right. Just shorten these a bit. Okay. There we go. So something like that. Everyone's a bit different because everyone's biomechanics. Length of arms are a bit different. So what works strapline for me might not work for you. So you've just got to play around and you'll get a feel for what works for you for each exercise after you've done quite a few workouts, all right? Again, you don't need to go crazy like this. Just be sensible with it. Focus on your technique. No egos. No gym bro egos, okay? All right, so again, we're going to do 8 reps, 3 sets, okay? So I like to start as I'm going to end with these, which is up here. Now, I'm driving, even right now, I'm pulling the handles, I'm driving my elbows down and back. Okay, here we go. We're going to go down. We're not going to rest at the bottom. 1, 2, stop there, slight bend, back up. 1, 2, squeeze. 2, that's 1, back down. 1, 2, back up. 1, 2, squeeze. That's 2, back down. 1, 2, back up. 1, 2, squeeze. That's 3, back down. 1, 2, back up. 1, 2, squeeze. That's 4, back down for 1, 2, back up for 1, 2, squeeze. That's 5, back down for 1, 2, back up for 1, 2, that's 6, squeeze. Good, back down for 1, 2, back up for 1, 2, squeeze. That's 7, last one. Back down for 1, 2, back up for 1, 2, squeeze. Good, and then slowly lower. Into a stretch. Excellent, love it. Okay, good work. Quick rest. Sorry, I should have moved the mic there. Back to where it was, that's better. Okay, quick rest. On the last set, we're going to do a full stretch range of motion for each rep, okay? But for this set, it's absolutely fine. When you get there, don't bend your arms and hang, because again, you lose tension on the muscle. You hang through the joint. Keep a slight bend, so you keep in tension and back up, all right? But I'll show you what I mean on the last set. Okay, here we go. Let's just straighten this a bit. There we go. It's a bit better. All right. So starts, you're going to end. Squeeze, pull on the handles. Let's get a squeeze in the lat muscles there. And go down. 1, 2. Back up for 1, 2. Squeeze. 2. That's 1. Back down for 1, 2. Back up for 1, 2. Squeeze. That's 2. Back down for 1, 2. Back up for 1, 2. Squeeze. That's 3. Back down for 1, 2. Back up for 1, 2. That's 4. Squeeze. 4 more. Back down for 1, 2. Back up for 1, 2. Squeeze. Back down for 1, 2. Back up for 1, 2. Squeeze. That's 6. 2 more. Back down for 1, 2. Back up for 1, 2. Squeeze. Last one. Back down for 1, 2. Back up for 1, 2. Squeeze. Good. And then slowly down into a nice big stretch. Oh, and then stretch. How good does that feel, right? Oh, yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, quick rest. Let's rebalance these, are a bit off. There we go, that's better. Yeah. Into the nose, out through the mouth. You should be feeling that burn in the lats. Feels good, right? Right, and these sort of muscles down the side here. A little bit on these as well. Your rear shoulders, a little bit up there. That's all good. Some secondary muscles, although we try to isolate muscles. It's impossible to completely isolate a muscle, otherwise we'll just collapse. But we try our best to isolate. The benefit of TRX is you get a lot of secondary muscles that are unconsciously working and holding you in positions. You can't control them, they just do it, right? It's great, it's a double whammy. Okay, here we go. Now this one, we're gonna go, at the bottom, we're gonna stretch right out like this, big stretch, and then we're gonna drive back up, okay? We're gonna do 6 of these because we're doing a big stretch and a bigger range of motion, so it's a lot harder, okay? Here we go. So, start as we're gonna end. Here we go, down for 1, 2, into a stretch. Good, back up for 1, 2, squeeze, 1, 2. Good, back down for 1, 2, into a big stretch, back up for 1, 2, squeeze for 1, 2, excellent, back down for 1, 2, into a stretch, back up for 1, 2, squeeze, that's 3, 3 more, back down for 1, 2, into a stretch, back up for 1, 2, squeeze, 4, 2 more, back down for 1, 2, stretch, back up for 1, 2, squeeze, 5, last one, here we go, back down for 1, 2, stretch, back up for 1, 2, squeeze, 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 good, and down slow, and into a final deep stretch. Oh, stretch that out, oh, that feels so good. Whew, just hold it there, hold that stretch. Oh, great work. Really good work. Okay, next movement we're going to do bicep curls, then we're going to do close press, okay, then we're going to do hamstrings. All right, and then we'll start wrapping it up. So here we go, bicep curls, probably a little bit shorter than what you've just had, just a tad. And again, bicep curls, we're not going to go down all the way, okay, like this. We're going to pause just before and then come back up, okay? Reason being, just at this level, which is, beginner intermediate level, our focus is just keeping tension on the bicep. If you go right down and you don't counteract by contracting the tricep, you lose tension. And also it gets a bit more complicated in the teaching, which we just don't need to bring into at the moment, all right? So here we go, biceps. We'll aim for the same again, okay? We'll aim for 3 sets of 8. So here we go, you don't need a big stance, all right? Be sensible. Start as you're going to end, which is about here. Wrists slightly bent back, all right? Just slightly bent back, just to help emphasize the bicep muscle. Okay, squeeze the biceps, and here we go. Down for 1, 2, back up for 1, 2, squeeze. Good, powerful squeeze at the top there. Down for 1, 2, back up for 1, 2, squeeze. Good, back down for 1, 2, back up for 1, 2, squeeze, that's 3, back down for 1, 2, back up for 1, 2, squeeze, that's 4, great stuff, back down for 1, 2, back up for 1, 2, squeeze, that's 5, 3 more, back down for 1, 2, back up for 1, 2, squeeze, good, 2 more, back down for 1, 2, back up for 1, 2, squeeze, good, back down for 1, 2, back up for 1, 2 for the last one, super hard squeeze, good, and slowly down, all the way to a full stretch, good, that's it, good, excellent work. Whew. Catch your breath a bit, should be able to feel a good pump there, okay? If you want to go advanced, you can, as you go down, contract the triceps. When one muscle contracts, so the muscle lengthens, so you don't lose tension then, okay? That's more of an advanced thing, and it's just more to think about. You can twist your wrist. Check out the advanced video. I'll put a link to it below if you want to look at how to do advanced forms of these exercises. Okay, here we go again. Here we go. Wrist back. Super hard squeeze in the biceps. Good. Back down for 1, 2. Back up for 1, 2. Squeeze. Back down for 1, 2. Back up for 1, 2. Squeeze. Good. Back down for 1, 2. Back up for 1, 2. Squeeze. Good. That's 4. Back down for 1, 2. Back up for 1, 2, squeeze, good, that's 5, I think, back down for 1, 2, back up for 1, 2, squeeze, 6, 2 more, back down for 1, 2, back up for 1, 2, squeeze, good, back down for 1, 2, back up for 1, 2, squeeze, this is the last one, so down slow, down slow, down slow, and stretch. Good. Breathe. Might miscounted there, might have just done 7, but even so, still great work. That's good stuff. Last set. All right. Last set, and we're going to move on to close press. All right, here we go. Start as you're going to end, get nice and comfy, take your time. Squeeze the bicep, wrist back. Let's go. Squeeze and down. 1, 2. Back up for 1, 2. Squeeze. Excellent. Back down for 1, 2. Back up for 1, 2. Squeeze. Good. Back down for 1, 2. Back up for 1, 2. Squeeze. Good. Back down for 1, 2. Back up for 1, 2. Squeeze. Good. Back down for 1, 2. Back up for 1, 2. Squeeze. That's 4. Let's go. Back down for 1, 2. Back up for 1, 2. Squeeze. That's 5. Back down for 1, 2. Back up for 1, 2. Squeeze. That's 6. Back down for 1, 2. Back up for 1, 2. That's 7. Squeeze. Back down for 1, 2. Back up for 1, 2. And squeeze. Last squeeze. And down super, super slow. Super slow. Excellent. Great work. Oh, should feel it there. It feels great. If you want to give it a little stretch, just put your thumb along the wall like that and just stretch like that. You can do the other side and you just stretch like that. Hold for about 10 to 15 seconds, just like that. All right, we're going to do triceps now. You notice sometimes I close my eyes when I'm training. I do it a lot. I close my eyes all the time when I'm on my own. But the reason I close them is so I can place my mind inside the muscle. It helps me sort of feel it and visualize the muscle work and stretching, contracting. And that's why sometimes if I lose count, it's because I'm doing that. It's because I'm like focusing so much on the muscle and visualizing it, squeeze and stretch and contract to put as much tension on it that I just lose track and I'm suddenly like, oh crap, I'm back in the real world, you know? So that's how workouts can become meditation through that mind-muscle connection. All right, the triceps, close press. Again, I'm going to move the mic so I'm not scratching along it. There we go. Okay, close press. I love close press. These are great. So you kind of want the straps above your neck. You do not need much of an angle, all right? What you're going to do is you're going to go down slow like this, bend the elbows fully, and press back up. But as you're pressing up, you want to press down, okay? So you can see I'm pressing down, okay? So it's like push away and down, all right? Okay. Again, we'll go 3 sets of 8. Might be less, because I might do 6, depending on how hard these are feeling. Okay. Squeeze the tricep muscles by straightening your arms. Let's go. Down for 1, 2. Back up for 1, 2. Squeeze. Straighten your arms. Good. Back down for 1, 2. Back up for 1, 2. Squeeze. Good. That's 2. Back down for 1, 2. Back up for 1, 2. Squeeze. That's 3. Excellent. Back down for 1, 2. Back up for 1, 2. Squeeze. That's 4. Excellent. Back down for 1, 2. Back up for 1, 2. Squeeze. That's 5. Back down for 1, 2. Back up for 1, 2. Squeeze. That's 6. 2 more. Back down for 1, 2. Back up for 1, 2. That's 7. Squeeze. Back down for 1, 2. Back up for 1, 2. Squeeze. And then again, just slowly down since this is our last one. Resist gravity. That's it. Oh, good work, good work. Quick stretch to the triceps on either side. On behind your head. You should feel that. Feels good. That's it. Switch arms, and then we'll get straight back into it. Then we've got hamstring curls after this. Just some wide squats as a finisher. Woo. All right, here we go, back into it. Focus on that controlled movement and breathing, all right? Close your eyes, place your mind inside the muscle. Here we go. Contract, good, down, 1, 2. Back up for 1, 2. Squeeze, good, back down for 1, 2. Back up for 1, 2. Squeeze, good, back down for 1, 2. Back up for 1, 2. Squeeze, that's 3. Back down for 1, 2. Back up for 1, 2. Squeeze, we're going to do 2 more. Good, back down for 1, 2. And back up for 1, 2. Squeeze. And back down for 1, 2. Back up for 1, 2. Squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Good, and then slowly down. Slowly down. Good, well done. Whew. Really good. Apologies if the mic gets a funny noise or you get some interference. Okay, now stretch. Oh, that's right. Arm behind the head. Nice stretch. Nice stretch. Whew. I'm going to do another 6. Triceps are a funny one. They tire really fast. Smaller muscle group, less blood supply. Good, okay. Here we go, last set. Doing really well, stick with me, okay? Doing awesome. Here we go. Nice and controlled. I really want good squeezes at the top there. So squeeze triceps. Good, here we go. 1, 2. Back up for 1, 2. Squeeze. Back down for 1, 2. Back up for 1, 2. Squeeze. Back down for 1, 2. Back up for 1, 2. Squeeze. Back down for 1, 2. Back up for 1, 2. That's 4. 2 more. Squeeze. Back down for 1, 2. Back up for 1, 2. Squeeze. Good. Last one. Back down for 1, 2. Back up for 1, 2. Squeeze. Good. And slowly down. Slowly, slowly down. Great work. Great work. Okay, stretch. Again, sorry if there's interference there from the scraping of the straps or anything like that. Good stretch. Excellent work, guys. Excellent work. Okay, let's move this mic back. All right, hamstrings now. Now, before we jump into these hamstring curls, just quickly give your hamstrings a stretch. Trust me on this. Just give them a little stretch. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good stuff. All right. So hamstring curls, I'm sure you've seen these before. Again, same principle where we don't want to lose tension a bit higher in the hamstring muscles, okay? By relaxing. So when you do these, okay, when you do these, and I'm just gonna put them a little bit higher. That's it, attention to detail. That's about right. Yeah, good distance. All right, so when you do these, you want to keep your bum off the floor. Get your feet nice and comfy, lie flat, bum off the floor, and you want to contract super hard at the top, but as you go down, all right, I want you to straighten your legs, but straighten them by contracting your quads. All right, don't just kind of like hang and put your bum down. All right, It's not what we want. Keep your bum up, contract your quads. It'll help lengthen the hamstrings, and then contract back up, okay? It's a little touch, but it makes a big difference over time, compounded, all right? Okay, so we're gonna go for 6 reps, 3 sets, all right? Again, hamstrings, these tire quite fast from this exercise. It's a great one. Okay, so bum up. Here we go. 1, 2, squeeze, and back down for 1, 2, contract quads, stretch, back up for 1, 2, squeeze, back down for 1, 2, stretch, back up for 1, 2, squeeze, that's 3, back down for 1, 2, stretch, back down for 1, back up for 1, 2, squeeze, back down for 1, 2, stretch, back up for 1, 2, squeeze, that's 5, back down for 1, 2, stretch, last one, back up for 1, 2, squeeze, back down for 1, 2, stretch. Whew. Oh God, those feel great. All right, just stay in this position. Short little rest. We might drop it down to, I think we will drop it down to 5 reps now. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay, now if you need to take a longer rest, that's absolutely fine. Take up to a minute, well, even up to 2 minutes if you need to, that's no problem at all, okay? For every exercise. I'm just going a bit faster so the video doesn't end up being a long time. Okay, bum up. Here we go. Up, 1, 2, squeeze. Down for 1, 2, stretch. Up for 1, 2, squeeze. Down for 1, 2, stretch. Up for 1, 2, squeeze. Down for 1, 2, stretch. That's 3. Up for 1, 2, squeeze. Down for 1, 2, stretch. Last one. Up for 1, 2, squeeze. Down for 1, 2, stretch. Good. Bum down. Take your feet out if you need to. If you're feeling a little bit of burn and you just want to give it a little bit of a sort of jiggle. Okay. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Great work. Should be able to feel it, especially at the top. You know, where you're really squeezing at the top, yeah? You're trying to like get your heels to your bum, really squeezing the hamstrings. Feels great. All right. Here we go. Get nice and balanced. Oh, okay. Bum up. Here we go. 1, 2, squeeze. 1, 2, stretch. Up for 1, 2, squeeze. Down for 1, 2, stretch. Up for 1, 2, squeeze. Down for 1, 2, stretch. Up for 1, 2, squeeze. Down for 1, 2, stretch. Last one. Up for 1, 2, squeeze. Down for 1, 2, stretch. Awesome. All right, now quickly come up and just give your hamstrings a stretch. That's it. While we're holding this in the stretch position, guys, after this video, if you have a look down below, I've got a link to a free handbook for you. It's called the 7 Skills to Build Muscle with a Suspension Trainer. And if you just click on that link, put in your email, tell me where to send it, I'll send you a free copy. And it's quite in depth, it's about 40 pages, really goes deep into 7 key skills to build muscle. All right, you can come up now to build muscle with Suspension Trainer. I think you'll find it really useful. Okay, now we're just going to go into squats real quick. And it's very rare that you hear me say this, but I just want you to forget about form, okay? All I want you to do is just focus on nice wide stance and just going up and down quite slowly, all right? So it's like this, just 1, 2, oh, that's it, and back up. Push through your heels and back down. That's it, and back up, and back down. That's it. See, I'm just taking it nice and slow on the way down. Not really focused on anything, any muscle. I'm just focused on movement-centric exercise, just literally standing up and down. Number one, just to get a nice stretch. And number two, just to kind of fire any leftover fibres that are still there. That haven't been depleted or worked, all right? That's it. Just going to go for about 15 of these, not counting too much. I'm just kind of feeling the burn in my legs as I'm doing it, all right? Starting to feel my quads. Starting to feel the blood and burning the quads a bit now. Just keep it going. That's it, nice and deep, really sit into it. Almost so it's like, whoa, you know what I mean? That kind of, whoa, that's a stretch. And you should be able to feel your legs starting to pick up a real burn now. That's what we want, all right? Just gonna move up and down in the burn. Notice how I'm not fully straight in my legs at the top either. I'm just keeping a slight bend and going straight back down. Oh, legs are really starting to burn now. That's it, just to finish them off. Good, just keep it going. Okay, and last back up. Whoa, whoa. Really feeling the quads a lot. Whoa, good stuff. All right, now just to finish up, isometric squeezes, and then we'll do a stretch, all right? So what I want you to do is full front squeeze first. So squeeze your quads. So squeeze your quads by kind of straightening your legs, pushing your feet out against the floor. So they should be engaged now. And I just kind of want you to, like, if it helps, push your hands together like that. And try and squeeze the whole front of your body. And just hold it for 5 seconds, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whew, excellent. I know it feels funny, but it just helps sort of like engage pathways to the muscles. All right, same with the back now. So just bend your knees a bit, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your hamstrings, pretend you're trying to squeeze a big stability ball. And I just want you to drive your elbows back and squeeze. So push your elbows right back, squeeze your biceps, and pull right back. Squeeze your hamstrings, squeeze your glutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome work, love it. Nice one. Okay, we're just going to finish on a quick cool down stretch. So bring the arm up and over. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Next arm. You can do longer than 10 seconds if you want to. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Hands behind the back. Good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now quads. So come down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now on your back. And I want you to just bring your leg over like this and look the other way. Stretching this right out all around here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Next one. Next leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. And hamstrings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And just put your feet on your knee, hands behind, underneath the other knee, and then pull. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then this leg. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, great work. Whew. Now look, I know I haven't done much core exercises, but I'll put a link down below to lots of exercises for the core and core workouts, all right? If you've enjoyed this, consider subscribing and hit that like button for me. And you'll probably find this video useful too, because it's the one YouTube has automatically picked out for you, all right? And just down below, there's a link to all the Fitness Freedom Athlete suspension trainer programs, all right, to build lean muscle and transform your body. There's also a few resistance band ones there too, okay? So check out the links below, and I will see you next time. Great work.